Some of our women have been through circumstances where they made the right choices and the reward was something even harder. Mary, Jesus' mother, knew exactly what this was like. She had been a faithful Israelite, a descendant of King David, and was betrothed to be married to a good man. By the angel's words, "Greetings, you are highly favored. The Lord is with you." We can assume that her heart was in the right place and the Lord had taken note. Mary, it says, was greatly troubled by the angel's words. After all, the Lord had been silent for more than 400 years at this point. The angel obviously knew her head and her heart were struggling to catch up with what she was experiencing and reassured her. "You have found favor with God. You will give birth to a son and give him the name Jesus." Wow, favor with God. I can't even begin to understand what she must have been feeling at that moment. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who Mary needed a priest to approach. Yahweh, the creator of time and the universe, that God who Mary worshiped and adored, had noticed her. And in fact, he had chosen her and prophesied about her 500 or more years before. Mary, ever the practicalist, asks, "How can this be?" Just in case the angel had forgotten that she was still indeed a virgin. But the angel didn't take offense to her question. Instead, he patiently explained, "The Holy Spirit will come upon you and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. So the Holy One to be born will be the Son of God." And to further assure her that it was true, the angel shared that her cousin Elizabeth was also unexpectedly and miraculously pregnant. For nothing, the angel reminds Mary, nothing is impossible with God. Mary could have responded in 100 different ways. She could have been doubtful, like Zechariah. She could have laughed, like Sarah. She could have been jealous, like Rachel. But instead, she responds with humility. "I am the Lord's servant. May it be to me as you have said." Then she hurries off to see Elizabeth. Elizabeth's pregnancy not only confirms to Mary that the angel was telling the truth, but Elizabeth herself is filled with the Holy Spirit and calls Mary the mother of my Lord. If Mary had any doubts, they were gone now. Elizabeth finishes her greeting with a blessing. "Blessed is she who has believed that what the Lord has said to her will be accomplished." Mary's response is a picture of humility and faith in a dark time. She, an unwed girl, would have known she was up against by accepting the blessing. Mary could have lost her betrothed, would have been shunned, and could have even faced death by stoning. But Mary didn't seem to notice any of that. Her responses, both to the angel and in her song with Elizabeth, only speak of humility and the might of the Lord. In fact, she says, "From now on, all generations will call me blessed, for the Mighty One has done great things for me," while pregnant, while alone. When we have challenges face us, and being a virgin mother would have been quite the challenge, how often do we choose to respond with humility rather than scorn? Do we ask for God to take the challenges away, give them to someone else, or do we respond like Mary? "I am the Lord's servant. May it be to me as you have said." Some of the women we serve feel like they've made the right decisions and had all the right conversations and are still facing the hardest season of their lives. But God has not forgotten them, and the difficult moments they face may be the very ones that lead to the greatest blessings. Will you help us to serve today's Marys?
You are known, you are seen, you are loved. This is 431 Ministries.